The last couple of minutes here, I want to move to something less interesting, but also important. So, which is how do we structure all this from a sort of business and operational standpoint, right? Because Hyperon and my predictive coding work, these are all open source code. So that's sort of table stakes for me, and I guess for most people in this room. SingularityNet is a utility token powered entity building decentralized infrastructure, and we've been developing Hyperon and predictive coding neural nets within that framework. But I think, I mean, building AGI goes beyond a utility token project and beyond the decentralized infrastructure. So we're looking at, as a sort of sister project to SingularityNet, creating something called OpenBGI, beneficial general intelligence, and put a bit of thought here into like what went wrong with OpenAI. Now, a lot of things went right. They built awesome tech that I use all the time, as do many, although I'm using it less now after recent political developments. But I mean, they've obviously been a success. But I think if you want to do a thing where a for-profit, which has its value and importance, is paired with a nonprofit, you need to set it up a little differently. And I've put some thought into that. I mean, each of the nonprofit foundation and for-profit lab need to have some money. They each need to have some people. They each need to be developing some stuff, right? And then they need a cooperation agreement between them, rather than just having the nonprofit have a sort of nominal governance role. And if you're going to work with a big company to get compute, maybe you have to, and that can be great for many reasons. You don't need to give them majority control, right? Like you can do a joint venture with a big company, get compute, build a product together, right? And you want to bring this into collaboration with sort of broad decentralized groups of ordinary people who want to weigh in on how all this thing should work. And there's something called the BGI Nexus, Beneficial General Intelligence Nexus, that we've been pulling together, which is just a decentralized network of ordinary people around the world who want to have input, like into what is the motivational system of the AGI, what is the AGI actually used for, right? So we cannot guarantee a beneficial outcome for humanity through the launch of AGI and superintelligence and so forth. We're utterly stepping into the great unknown. But I think if you do a few things non-stupidly, you can bias the odds of a beneficial outcome, right? So open source is good. Decentralized infrastructure is good. Participatory governance is good. It doesn't have to mean a vote by a committee. There's a lot of ways to do participatory governance. I mean, you want to build an AGI system as an ethical goal system rather than just trying to serve its master or just doing random stuff with no goals or aspirations whatsoever, right? And you want to then have the system get its life started doing beneficial, useful things, like not, for example, primarily killing people or spying on them, but those will be done. But we have education, we have medicine, we have open source development, we have lots of good things. So I think if we can do these various things in this sort of obviously beneficial way, we could fulfill the essence of what Musk, Altman, Amadei, and the others are after, but in a way that isn't concentrated in a few big corporations and governments, in a way that actually helps everyone on the planet to flourish as superintelligence emerges. So I don't think we're at the singularity now. I don't think we have AGI now, although we have amazing software now. I think we could get there in a couple years. I mean, I don't know if it's 1 year or 3 years. I don't think it's 10 years. I think if Hyperon works and predictive coding works, I mean, in the next year, we can get our stack fully built out and scaled up, and then we're on to teaching it and integrating and so forth. And I mean, we all know the micro level uncertainties that come in building something this complicated, and we can all also see how much faster development is going now with LLM tools, right? So I do think we're potentially close to building a human level AGI, and we have the ingredients to do it in a beneficial way. But for better and worse, like there is an AGI race upon us, right?